work hard and try to do it better than yesterday.
I would like to see more women in leadership roles and decision-making roles. And I think it's important that those women in those roles should mentor the younger generation coming up through the organization.
You know, I think there's a lot of things that we need to do to inspire more inclusion. But I would challenge anyone who's listening to this that you can personally make a difference if you just start talking to people and spending time with people who don't look or act or speak anything like yourself. So take a moment to have lunch with someone or have a conversation with someone in your everyday life, but particularly at work, who has a different point of view. And I think that is like the grassroots way to really make an impact.
So 2 weeks ago, I was on a virtual call with 25 men. Really great leaders, technologists, amazing humans. And I was wondering why I was the only one at that virtual call, at that virtual table. The way we can include more women is just by simply inviting them to that table, virtual or physical.
I would say that prioritize inclusive programs and policies, and also provide mentorship and coaching for those that need it. And it's super important to create a culture of belonging where all the voices are heard and respected.
So I think we need more inclusion and definitely more diversity overall, not just for women, but also for people of color and for all the different people within the technology industry and within the telecom industry. I think to really do that, I think it's people need to be aware of it. We need to continue to educate our leaders, and for women within business to elevate their voice and to talk about it, that becomes more of a standard.
Creating communities and creating cohorts. In my opinion, this is the most critical thing of how we can create inclusion, by showing and demonstrating to our colleagues that this is how we can be successful leaders, and by creating those opportunities through best hiring practices, through diverse hiring practices, and through developing that talent from a young age, and just making it known that, you know, wherever your passions lie, you can be successful at what you want to do.
I think the industry can inspire more inclusion by talking about inclusion. When the industry talks about inclusion, people that don't feel included will feel more included.
Well, give opportunities to women, right? We are very powerful, and I think we are a key part in this world, so also in technology.
The reason why it is diverse and everything, because like you can be in Africa and you still can be connected with the other part of the world, and you can understand others' cultures, you can understand others' influence in your culture, or you can be an influencer in other culture as well, as long as you can actually have this broad mind and go further. It will develop your career as well, because if you go broader with your brains, you will be the powerful woman in the world.
Okay, the industry, I think it's going well since a few years back, that supporting remote work, supporting including people from all countries. This makes it a diversified experience, and you collaborate efforts from people with different cultures, with different backgrounds. This is definitely supporting any company to have a global and diversified experience.
Sometimes I feel like women doubt their technical skill or technical ability, but I know, because I have so many girlfriends, that they're using tech every day and they know how to use it well, and it's not that hard to get into this industry. And you know, if it's something you enjoy, that's, you know, get into it. And I think we kind of have to look beyond just people with a specific degree. Anyone can become a technical expert.
I think inclusion starts with everybody. I think it's incredibly important that everybody is invested in making sure that inclusion happens. Because if you don't have everyone invested, it's going to be impossible to make sure that inclusion is at the forefront of what we're doing.
An important way to actually help to have more women in telecoms is to talk, to have a conversation, and to talk also to men, to get them in, to understand what does it make for women and men to work together, and by doing so to create a better environment, because having more women is not just beneficial to women, it's beneficial to everybody.
I think we need to support more each other, but we also need the men to support as well. And I think we are on the good path, but we need to keep going that road.
I believe that diversity increases innovation, and I also believe that by building a more inclusive workspace, we can tap on those extremely bright people all over the world.
If you have a seat at the table, make sure that you speak in behalf of women. And if you are a woman who's looking to get a seat at the table, raise your hand up and say that you're interested so you get all the support from mentors to be able to get there.